Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to Thanks Spirit It's Friday. Look who we've got. We have Gerald and Ben.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey. So,
how is everybody?
How is everybody doing?
Well,
I did that dang thing. Sorry. This is my first YouTube ever. I've never done a YouTube live ever.
Are you telling us you're a YouTube virgin?
Well, fasten your seatbelt, friend, because it could be a bumpy ride.
I'm not saying anything to that, Ben.
I don't know how I got myself into this, friends, but anyways, so Gerald and Ben have been kind enough to come here with me today, and I'm ever so grateful because when Ben was here the first time, we had an absolute blast. When Gerald was here, he challenged me, and we had an absolute blast. And so we are back today to do a really, really, really exciting, cool, fun, kind of different vibe for Thanks Spirit It's Friday. At least we think it's neat, so we hope that you will enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to require complete participation from the chat. We're going to look at today, May the 6th, day in history. So whatever happened on May the 6th in history that you might like to have us read on for entertainment purposes only, pop it in the chat. We got Ben's like the Vanna White of YouTube. I love it.
Have you ever watched the Generation Game? It's like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just putting my feet up. You two just keep talking.
Yeah.
I hope you've washed those feet.
Ew.
Of course.
I hate feet. Just saying. So we're gonna ask you guys to pop some questions in there in a moment. So start thinking. Everyone's gonna be checking their tablets and their phones and stuff. Hopefully. And Gerald and Ben and I are going to start with this really, really, really cool, interesting fact. And that is May the 6th. I'm going to turn this into a trivia. If you guys can tell me what year this happened, Friends, the TV show, the last episode aired on May the 6th. Tell me what day, what year in the chat. That will be cool for you guys to do that. It ended with 52.5 million people watching that TV program.
Just a few.
I mean, that's astounding.
Oh, here, Ben. It's this. It's like it's.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is we want to look at that last episode of Friends and what is our question? How did it impact us? How did it impact the generation?
Yes.
You could look at the show itself.
Okay.
Because that's a bit broader than that episode. I think that episode is an interesting question. So
yeah. All right. So we're gonna try to get I think 2002 sounds about right to me too. False Teeth. Hello to everybody in the chat. Thank you for being here. Thanks, Spirit. It's Friday. Am I right, friends? Am I right? I am in
Love Fridays. Best day of the week.
Yes, absolutely. So we have the wonderful and fantastic Gerald from TarotStache and Ben from Beneficial Tarot. Please show my friends some love. If you're not already subscribed to their channels, please do go check them out. I'm sure the mods will be happy to stick their links into the chat, but they are in the description box below the video. And please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, because I always forget to say that. So now I've done it. Mm-hmm. I've done my housekeeping. All right. So the question is, what was the impact of the Friends TV show?
Sure. Do you want to do that one before the last episode?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What was the impact of the Friends TV show? Thank you, everyone, for being here. Appreciate you.
Thank you for inviting us. And if people have a channel Should they contact you to invite themselves to your channel?
Absolutely. I love everybody coming to visit me. I'm all about it.
Thanks, Viviani. All right. What was the impact of the Friends TV
Whoa.
show?
Ooh,
This is interesting.
it is interesting. If you're getting the same kinds of cards as I am. Whoa. Like the cards just don't want to go back in the deck. I got way too many, but anyway, there you have it, friends. Okay.
Okay.
Mary Thornberry is doing chars. I probably should go out and come back in because I can't speak already. I am overwhelmed with the amount of love on this live with me, and I've been told that I'm not allowed to have a potty mouth.
I did not say that at all. I said bring it with you, friend. Bring it with you.
Okay. But I oftentimes listen while I'm doing dishes, so I get that.
Okay.
I'll stop talking now. It's your show.
What'd you guys get? Like, who's got cards? Because I got super interesting cards here. I sort of feel like, I don't know. I got like a roller coaster.
Do you want me to go first?
I'm surprised by the cards I've pulled. Yeah, go on, Gerald.
Okay, yeah, you do it.
Okay.
You go.
Yeah, Gerald, oh, geez. So, know your limits and all that stuff. I am using my friend's tarot cards, which this is the first reading that I've done with it. So, know your limits, don't buy and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm not trying to sell any decks. But
we're like an infomercial waiting to happen.
But wait, there's more. If you like and subscribe to this channel, we'll continue to do readings for you. Right? Tell them more, God. Kelly.
I'm never going to make it. I love it.
Okay, so here's what's...
We should do a marathon one night. We should totally do a marathon. We're going to hook it up behind the scenes. Continue. I'm sorry.
Well, I can do marathon. I'd actually like to read with the two of you. Read for people in the chat, but
well, that's what I'm saying. We could do a marathon.
Well, and we'd have to start with when Ben is available because he's 5 hours. He's 5 hours earlier, but
he's more fun when he gets like this, though. I find we're going to start at midnight our time.
Okay, so oh my God, he'll be
Ben would be like, hey.
So
sorry, Ben. Gerald.
Gerald.
Did you just call me Beth or Ben?
It was a mix of Ben and Gerald at the same time. I'm sorry. All I can see when I see you two on the screen together, it's like Ben and Jerry's, and I'm so sorry. I know that's not what it is, but it's like I really have to concentrate.
Okay, my question is what would this Ben and Jerry flavor of ice cream be?
Oh, you guys are like a chocolate ripple or like a sweet caramel or like sea salt and caramel or something like that. I mean, because you're just so easygoing, so like fun, and like you're not like Rocky Road. There's no trouble. It's just like this like really cool. I mean, think about it, right? If you just have like this really cool sort of like ripple that just sort of like goes with the flow. Yes,
I mean, Gerald just oozes that.
Absolutely. So do you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, don't cut yourself short. And then we could use these hands as holding the pint of ice cream.
See now, yes. Or you can just it's like your ball. Yeah.
Did you say my ball?
No, your ball, please. You could catch a ball with that. That would be fun. We could watch that. You bring them to the marathon. I'd like
So
to
the
see
first two,
Kenny with that is what I'd like to see. Sorry.
so the first two cards that I pulled
Oh my
are
God. Sorry. Look at this. I'm going to put it up on the screen. Oh, strawberry sliced in half, rubbing thumb across. Melinda.
wow.
I mean,
I should be watching chat actually because of all
Bring it.
this stuff.
I love it.
Okay. You go, try to say your cards. Or we could,
Oh, I'm not going to try. I'm just, I got two cards popped over. I got the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Cups.
Oh.
And so here's what's interesting about this. The TV show Friends gave us an understanding of what it was like to be happy with what you had, and all of our friends, because we saw them, they worked things out. What it also gave us is an opportunity that if my friends weren't like that, if my friendships weren't like that, I wasn't doing as well as I could. It set the expectations really high. And with that then comes the 9 of Wands. So there was a great deal of pressure for us to be able to be like these people and to be fun loving. And everybody was trying to figure out, well, in my group of friends, who's this one, who's that one, and who are the ones that are going to fall in love, etc. But the last thing is the 8 of Pentacles. What it also taught us is there needs to be work on maintaining friendships. Did you get that too?
Yes, sir.
So this is the 8 of Pentacles. That idea of it's ongoing work to keep friendships legit and real.
Yeah. Legit.
So how's that for deep?
Too legit to quit. Sorry. All right, what'd you get, Ben?
So I think I've got a little bit of a story of what happened with Friends, really, because
Story time with Ben.
it's story time, guys. Get your drinks ready or whatever you want to do. So I got the page of
We both did that.
I got the Page of Swords, which I think that when Friends first started, it was kind of like they were trying to compete with other shows. And I think this was I feel like this is the birth of an idea that came along, especially with it being the Page of Swords. It's like the beginning of something. And when I got the 5 of Swords, which it was like, oh, well, Friends was such a good show. I can't imagine this. Why would this card would come? Oh, you got
the 5 too?
Wow.
And I got the 7.
You know what I think this is, though?
Go on.
Like when I pulled it with these cards, because it seems very roller coaster to me, not to hijack your read, Ben, but I think that this is like it helping us with our mental conflicts, the audience, right? Allowed us that time of laughter and joy. So if, to process our difficulties, maybe, I think it provided that creative outlet, that laughter. That's what I think this represents. Sorry.
And they on occasion took on some heavy topics, but not very often. But when they did, it was rather poignant.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the final card I got was the Queen of Pentacles, which, I think Friends was such a stable show. I think it gave birth to a lot of great ideas. I just looking at this card, makes you feel good. And I think it was a feel good show.
Right.
It was like I think it did really well for itself, which is probably represented by the money. It was the birth of something really good, because it lasted 10 seasons, didn't it? And was really popular. So I feel like that's the stability there with that one. And then I picked an Oracle card, which was the Andromeda, which is a weird looking card, but it says at the bottom, free will manifestation, and I think it was like that manifestation of a program which really hit home for people and which people could kind of identify with all these different kind of things going on in the show. It was like, people could really identify.
Absolutely. I love that, Ben, because they really were like not a group of misfits, but a group of mismatched, right? Like if you were to pick out their friends, I don't think you would have picked that group to be able to gel so well together, but they really did.
Yeah.
Like they
But
spoke to each other's strengths and lifted up each other's weaknesses. Do you know what I mean?
And that is a beautiful description of them, Kelly. And I think yes, I mean, totally. Oh, here.
Snap.
And that is, I think in many situations, friendships that last a long time are those kind. You wouldn't expect these people to work to be together. However, when they are, they bring out the best in each other and support and help develop and challenge the worst in them, for lack of a better,
no, but you're right, Gerald. No diversity, no judgment, just people being real with people being real. That's what the show was about, right? And of course, I got total chills, laughter, and more laughter. So this is what I got, which I think is really interesting. I got the 3 of Wands. So that idea of, I'm thinking like this is the producers, this is the writers. We have a vision. Now let's just see if we can like make that vision work when we start to air the episodes, right? Then I got that 5 of Swords, and I literally believe that this was the hope and the dream of the producers, that it would provide us that comedic kind of, sort of pause from our regular everyday life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I've got the 2 of Pentacles, and I feel like this is exactly what you said, Ben, when you were saying about the balance of, when they did handle the difficult topics.
Yeah.
I also felt that this could be, it was the balance that we needed, because there was not another show like it of its time, and there really hasn't been another show like it since that time. So they really provided the audience this like great idea of what it was about, and what the ultimate goal was of those friends sort of hanging out together, right? That no judgment and no, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like not judging book by the cover, no diversity and all of that kind of stuff, or no division, not diversity. Sorry, wrong word. And then I got the 7 of Cups, and I think that this is trying to navigate with the stars, because it's one of very few shows with such a huge cast that didn't play favorites, right? And so the writers and the producers must have had to, like, that was a huge gamble that they took every time when they tried to, like, move different characters in a different direction, that nobody got left out. No, it wasn't like all Rachel and no Monica, you know what I mean? I think it was interesting. And then I got the 8 of Pentacles, which of course is the hard work. On the bottom of the deck, I have got the Ace of Wands.
Ooh.
That is the creativity and the inspiration. Like they were on fire. They were like hitting on all cylinders. And then just behind that, because I love this, and people that know me know I do this, I go underneath the deck, and I can tell the whole story that way. It was all about the love with those guys. They were genuinely connected and genuinely loving what they were doing as a group of people, which is a beautiful thing, because I think it came through on the screen that way.
Yeah.
Yes. And didn't they at one point wanted to make sure that all of the actors got paid at the same rate?
Yes. Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I can't imagine another cast coming out and doing that for their coworkers, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I want all of us to get paid the same amount. So here you go. Yeah.
Pick an address in the chat.
Have you signed a contract, Gerald?
Ben, I am not signing any more of your contracts, because the one that I signed for you, I think, what do I have 17 more years on?
18.
Must have been in the finer print.
Yeah, it was in the fine print. Or did you use invisible ink?
I'm not letting him go, you see, and I had to make sure, my legal team had to make sure all these things were in there.
Right. I need someone to dot my I's and cross my T's is what I'm saying.
What's your
Okay.
husband's name?
My husband's name? Bob.
I haven't got a husband, so.
Dotting your I's and crossing your T's, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. She's trying to move on, Ben. She's trying to move on.
No,
By the
I'm
way,
not.
everybody, we are. Oh, she love it. I love it. I was. We are talking about events in history, and we just read what was the impact of the TV show Friends.
That's it. Because it happened in the last episode aired in May the 6th, 2004, with 52.5 million people watching. Now, you guys think about that in terms of the presidential election in the United States, when only 130 million people or something of that nature voted. Half of the population of the presidential vote, with all that was going on last year in the States, watched that Friends episode. That blows my mind.
Wow. That's crazy.
So basically that tells me that if Ross or Joey were to run for president, you'd have more votes. What do you think?
Well,
How you doing?
Oh, Gerald.
Okay, let's just take a pause from the reads for 1 minute. We do have a question starred. What was your favorite Friends episode? Have a minute to think. If anyone in the chat wants us to read on a specific historical event that happened on May the 6th, pop it into the chat and we will do our best to get to it. Who wants to go first? I have one if you want me to go.
Go on.
I want you to go.
Okay, so my favorite episode of Friends is when Ross was moving the couch, or trying to move the couch up the stairs with Rachel, and I believe it was Chandler, and the whole pivot, and they couldn't. Yeah, that's my favorite. Makes me giggle to this day.
Oh God, it's hard, isn't it? Because I can't pinpoint an actual episode, but I do remember one episode which made me laugh, which was, I think Ross was with this girl, and he was wearing leather pants, and he got really hot in them.
Yes, Ross, yes.
And I just remember that was really funny.
Yes, he was in the bathroom, and he called, who did he call? He called Joey or something to help him, and Joey had him putting powder and Vaseline and all sorts of things in the bathroom. Yeah. That was a good episode. I remember that one.
Do you know that one, Gerald?
I don't.
I
don't. No, I was actually thinking of the there's that concept of the exceptions list, or the free pass for if you're married, the people on that list are ones that you could have sex with.
Okay.
Nobody remembers that. Great.
No.
But anyhow, and by the way,
that's a whole other show, friends.
Are we still talking about the same show?
Sorry, Gerald. We apologize.
Are you okay, Gerald?
I'm fine. Does somebody remember that? It's the one where there was the exceptions list, and of course I'm horrible with remembering names. But the actress who was on that person's list saw him and wanted to actually see the list, and he didn't have it with him.
Wow.
So,
I mean,
does anybody remember that? Oh my gosh!
I'm surprised you've even watched Friends, Gerald, because you know what your track record is like with films.
Wow! All of Gerald's.
It was TV. It wasn't a movie.
Oh God! Of course. I can't believe I didn't even think that. I mean, you don't watch movies.
Do you guys need to be separated? Time out.
Are you going to put yourself in between us?
No.
That would be hilarious.
No, I'm not doing it. I am not doing it.
I mean, that would be.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Put you in the middle.
Oh, bring it.
Ben and I almost have the same hairstyle.
We do.
Yeah.
I crash your head. Crash your head.
I don't know what is happening here, friends. But anyway.
Was it Smelly Cat? Smelly Cat was the
Smelly
song.
cat, smelly
Yeah.
cat, smelly cat. What are they feeding you?
Ooh,
Smelly
Allie
cat.
said in 19. Oh, Allie has posted several.
Yes, Allie is on it. Okay.
I'm looking to see. I'm looking to see if anybody remembers that.
Allie thinks we need a weekly show. I don't think the people can handle it. We have decided, though, Allie. We have decided. Sorry, Ben. We have been thinking. Well, we haven't decided. I decided. I should probably ask them now. We wanted. Kelly wants to do a marathon with these guys. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
I can. I think it would be great.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to do that? That'd be fun. Let's pick a day.
Well, let's do that after the live.
Well, all right, Gerald.
Because everybody needs to like and subscribe to your channel.
Yes, they do.
So that they can be notified of when this comes up, right?
Absolutely. Yes. I love the way your mind thinks. Deb H, I am looking for your question now, love. I did not see it because I was too busy laughing and not paying attention. Slacking in my duties. I'm sorry, love. Okay, so I'm going to put this question up on the screen that we're going to read on next. Well, I look for Deb H's question.
Ooh. I'm putting my friend's deck away.
Oh.
Can someone copy Deb H's thing and stick it back for me? Because I can't go up any further than I have already gone. I can't see it. Sorry, Deb H. Okay, so on this day in 1960, Eisenhower signs the Civil Rights Act. What was he feeling when he signed the documents? Excellent question.
Wow.
Man.
We're going deep, people.
We're going deep.
And we're not afraid.
Well,
please speak for yourself. Keep your head and arms inside the ride at all times.
That's it. Fasten your seatbelts. Fasten your seatbelts. On this day in 1960, Eisenhower signed the Civil Rights Act. What was he feeling when he signed the documents?
Are you familiar with this Civil Rights Act, Ben?
No, I'm not. No.
Wow. Beautiful cards.
It's a pretty significant thing here in the United States.
Okay.
And of course, now I cannot give you a good explanation of it. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
It was about equal rights for blacks, women, lots of important things that hashtag bitchy alert shouldn't have taken that long to figure out, but I'll stop.
It was an amazing piece of legislation that was far past its due date to be introduced. But it basically was about exactly what it says about civil rights, about equality, right? As Gerald said, which seems to have gone in the toilet as of recently. But who wants to go first? I have lovely cards, which is great. You have your cards open?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it, love.
So I felt I've got temperaments here, and I felt like he wanted to get the right balance. So it was that feeling that there was equality there, getting the right balance with things, which I didn't know what it meant until you said. So that was interesting that came up. And you're right, Gerald. It was slow. It should have been done a lot sooner. And the Knight of Pentacles was here, and I think it was almost like, well, this was a great feeling. It probably felt like it was too slow to come, really. So, yeah. And then I got the Eight of Swords. So, although the Civil Rights Act was a big thing, maybe people still felt trapped, though, because although this was a huge event by the sounds of it, there was still that feeling of some people still felt like perhaps they still perhaps felt trapped, despite the Rights Act. Society takes a long time to change, doesn't it? Despite these acts that come into place. So maybe there was that worry that people would feel trapped. And Eisenhower himself, may have felt trapped because, it's a big thing to do that, perhaps in a society that was maybe not, was probably not geared toward it. But, it was a man's world, I suppose, in them days, wasn't it? Very much, there wasn't equality, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Love that, Ben. Nice cards, my friend. Nice cards. What you got, Gerald?
Well, I have quite a few cards out, and I think what was Eisenhower feeling at the time?
Yes.
Queen of Swords, the necessity to do something and trying to take action, matched with the Emperor, because this is exactly the role, and actually pretty hopeful that it was going to make things better. So the 10 of Cups, I am using the Sassurabito Tarot. And did you get the 10 of Cups?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Okay. But it's also underneath of it was the 2 of Wands, which there is this idea of trying to control conflicting. Who are we doing this to?
I'm just saying hi to everybody in the chat. That's all. I was just practicing my jazz hands for whatever.
Okay. And jazz hands for Allie.
Hey, you've got jazz feet. We've got jazz hands. Sorry. The challenge of trying to make things work together, actually having the support and the belief of others who felt the same way, and the understanding that this was actually a small step in a long range change, and it wasn't going to happen as quickly as desired. Then I have matched what's really going on is now everybody, the 9 of Pentacles, now everybody needs some time to themselves to figure out what the hell they're going to do with it. The way things are now dead, and the way people were thinking is now changed. But then there's also this beauty of individual feelings may feel a certain way, but what people display outwardly could still get them into trouble. Wow. Well done, my friend. Very good.
Thanks.
Okay, so I got the first card out was the Strength card. So I think that he was feeling a sense of accomplishment. I think that he had to almost, I don't like the word brave, but I almost feel like brave is the best word that I can think of, that he felt like, I think he felt like he was going to get resistance, but he had to. I think he really felt like he had to. And so it took every ounce of strength, every ounce of courage to continue to push that idea forward. He was completely inspired. And I think he really did his homework to make sure that it was like of going to go forward. We've got the Hierophant, which is the government institution, sort of removing the traditions as the way that they were, to make new traditions and new lessons. Then I've got the King of Wands. So I don't want to be ridiculous about this, but literally on fire with the purpose of what was intended behind the legislation, right? Felt very strongly and very powerful about it. And then on the bottom of the deck, I got the 10 of Cups, because literally that was what he hoped for, was that it was going to bring families together, bring people together, and make families have an easier time overall. I think that's what his hope was. That's what I got.
That's
Nice. Wow. That was a thoughtful question. Thank you.
Yeah, that was a really, really good question. Thanks, Anna. Okay, up next we got Allie in the house. Allie's question is, I like this one that she put in. Sorry. Okay, back in my chat. Okay, so this event, 1889 Exposition Universelle, probably not how you pronounce it. That's the World's Fair in Paris, opens with the recently completed Eiffel Tower serving as the entrance arch.
Oh.
So, should we ask what like how it went? What was their expectations? What is our question? What do we want to think about? How do we want to break it down? I'm all about the question.
The impact on the Eiffel Tower had.
Yeah.
On people.
Yeah, as serving as its entrance.
Yeah.
What was the impact that the Eiffel Tower had on the success of the World's Fair?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm immediately shuffling and moving my decks around because I'm like, ooh, I want to use this deck for that.
I love it.
I thought you were going to get an Eiffel Tower out.
Oh, now Allie just put how it changed people's lives since.
Oh, okay, yes.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. 1889.
Oh, Sharon's in the house. I didn't see her. Hi, Sharon. All right. Yes, it has. You know, there's a famous picture of the World's Fair when it opened, with the Eiffel Tower behind it. And I know I seen it in school. I'm sure many people have. Interesting cards.
Yeah.
Thank you, Allie. I appreciate you. Just like I put in a bunch, you don't have to do them all. Let's save them for the marathon. I think this is a great thing to do, a day in history, because we oftentimes are not remembering that there are so many things that have happened of great significance, right? Like one of the things that happened on May the 6th, I'll just like throw this in here, was that the first adhesive stamp for a letter was used on May the 6th in London. And that was in like 1800 and where is it? 1840.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about that. That was the first adhesive stamp used in 1840. That's a long time ago when you consider that we didn't have televisions until like 1940 some odd. Do you know what I mean? Like when you think about it from that perspective, it's very interesting to me. Anyways.
Do you want me to go first?
Yes, love. Absolutely.
4 of voices in the Muse Tarot. Know your limits. For entertainment purposes only. Purchase responsibly. Blah blah blah. And so what the impact was is it literally made everyone take a pause in what they thought things could be, and how this tower has opened things up. Then we have the 8 of materials. I have not read much about this event or the Eiffel Tower. However, I believe it did make people, I think, I'm going to say it inspired some people to think about how things worked together. You got the 8 too?
No, I got the Page of Cups, but that's like,
Okay.
It was just like dreams and inspiration. Sorry.
Yes. And the 8, I think it says here, this idea of what could be, and to have people, there may have been an appreciation for the people who worked on it, the architects, the craftspeople, and it may have inspired some new engineers, people. I imagine that this had a pretty significant art show as part of it, and it really inspired there. The long-term effect is the Empress.
Beautiful.
It's one of those things where people get inspired, and the Empress inspires and lights a fire, gets people's heart racing.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh wow, what's next? And then there's that always that challenge of is as well, you know, mine can be bigger than yours, so let's build something bigger.
I just started that, Mary Thornbury, and we're gonna look at that. That was awesome. Well done, Joe. What you
Thanks.
got, Ben?
I got some interesting cards. So the first one I got was Death. So I think it marked the end of an era and the beginning of a new era for people. Yeah.
Cool.
That's
Wow.
interesting. And then I got the Hanged Man, and to me, this was about seeing things from a certain perspective. I felt like it was such a huge thing that people would just stop and stare and look at it. It's one of those things that you just stop and stare at, and it was such a huge thing in its day.
I wonder if they were. Do you think that people might have like looked at it and went like, almost like not afraid of it, but almost kind of like, oh, I don't know if I should trust it. Because it was so out of their ordinary, right?
Yeah, like a perspective of something that's never been seen before. It's like,
yes,
I know what you mean. And then I got the Sun, which to me is like,
Beautiful.
you know, amazing, and especially the fact that it's Paris, it's you know, it's the city of love, isn't it?
Wow.
And it was, it's like a good thing, a very much a yes kind of thing. And then if you want to go really deep, which is way deep, I picked these cards and I just keep getting really weird cards. They're called the Mystic Martian. If you believe in aliens, I think they're telling us that they thought it was pretty cool as well, and they've got a drink now and they're saying, yeah, that was pretty good.
That's awesome. I love it.
So yeah, that was a bit
super cool. My cards are very similar to both of yours. So I got the Page of Cups. You know, that's all about being in your head, dreams, inspiration, like all these ideas swirling around. Almost in this particular case, I don't think that this is someone who was sort of like just creating all these like ideas and not being able to follow them through. Their imagination and their creative concepts, their creative idea for what this could be, really like had no limits. And when you consider the time that we're talking about, like the year and the technology, as you guys were both saying, it is amazing.
Yes, Allie mentioned that.
Yeah.
You can do this without hardcore machinery.
Right. Imagine what you could do if you had that kind of automation. And for those people that don't know, the World's Fair was really about introducing automation and new inventions. That's where you want to sell and promote the latest new thing. That was what the World's Fair was about. So after the Page of Cups, I got the Nine of Wands. So that speaks to the hard work, right? The amount of people that were involved, the money, the workload, the resilience, like, oh my gosh, like just one more week, you know what I mean? We can do it. I mean, just imagine. I think about, like, I can literally see people dragging the big blocks, and stacking them one on top of each other, kind of vibe,
yes.
Right? Then I got the Fool card, which is, this is adventure. This is a new beginning, a whole new era, a whole new way of doing things, right?
And on that Fool card is sacred geometry, and imagine all of the geometry that was needed.
Yes, very good.
I got overly excited.
That's an excellent point. Like connecting all the intricacies of the Eiffel Tower as the design, right? And also to keep it stable so it didn't fall over. Then Then I've got the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So, you know, at this point now, they're sitting there sort of taking in the fruits of their labor and going like, you know, look at how successful this was. Because I don't think that they thought that it was going to turn into the thing that it turned into. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Which is beautiful, really, when you think about it. That's an excellent question, Allie. Okay, so we have this question here. Now, I know that this isn't May the 6th, but it's close enough. And because of what has just happened, I think that this is an excellent question. So year 1960, May the 9th, the FDA approves the pill. The Food and Drug Administration approves the world's first commercially produced birth control pill. Please read if possible. So I would like to ask not what the impact was, but how this changed women's lives is what I would like to ask, if we could pull on that. Hi, everybody. That's entered the chat. Thank you for being here. Debbie, I've stored that question.
Keep using the same deck.
Oh, actually, I'm going to use a different deck as well.
Oh shoot! I know what. Oh dang it!
You can go get one if you want. Go for it.
I'll be right back. Please enjoy my lovely background that Jeffrey got for me.
That's it. Talk amongst yourselves now. Let's take a moment and say hello to everybody in the chat. Kathleen J. Lightworkers here. Cartomancy Mesquite. Patricia. Welcome, 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 everybody. Deb H is in the house. Rhonda is here. Sherry H is in the house. Woo, 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 woo. State Spirit, it's Friday.
There's a lovely gang in.
Absolutely. Mary Thornberry's in the house. Connie B, Deb H. We got Strawberry Rhubarb. Anna Banana's here. We got False Teeth Realtor Row. Of course, Allie is here from Heart and Soul Connected. Janet P is in the house. Welcome, my friends. Thank you for being here. Who else is here? Who else is here? So many people, so many people, so many people. I was going to just say hi to TarotStache. I'm like, nope, that's wrong.
We can talk about him while he's gone.
Right? No. No.
Oh, he's back. We better not.
Back. We have to behave now.
Do you? Oh, that's disappointing. I can go away.
No. We don't want you to go away. We want you right where you are.
Because I wanted to get the Housewives Tarot related to this question.
Yeah,
you know, I looked for that recently, Gerald, after yourself, after your show that you did with the tarot deck.
Lady Knight of Avalon.
Yes, and I could not find it. It's not available in Canada. The book is, but the cards aren't. So I'm sure they will come back because I've seen them, so I know they were on there.
Mm-hmm.
I did get another deck though. I got the Herb Crafters Tarot. Oh, so pretty.
I've heard about that.
It's beautiful. It's got lovely images in it. But like all the queens are called something different, and all the kings and all the knights and all the pages. And so Kelly's going to have to read.
Uh-oh.
Oh, did you, Sherry? Thank you. Okay. So how did it change the women's lives of that time to have that accessibility, right? Or that.
Hey Ben, did you see Patricia's comment? Ben, I didn't know you had such lovely hair. I only ever see you in a baseball cap.
I know. I mean, you know, I hang it up at night, but it's Patricia, if only it was real. I mean, it's not real. I have a wig for every occasion. And this occasion is thanks Spirit Australia. So I thought I'd go for the 70s look tonight. It's that kind of like, has anybody ever seen Abigail's Party?
No.
Abigail's Party?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
That.
It's a movie, right?
Oh, of course you haven't seen it, Gerald. It's a movie.
Sherry H says, my hair used to be the same color as Ben's like 20 years ago.
Wow. Yeah. I wish, I wish I had. I used to have hair like this, but I really did as a kid. It was,
Wow.
But
sorry,
I lost it.
Well, you know.
So, you know, but it's easy to just buy back in like wig form. So, and then at night you can just take it off. So,
right.
Ka-ching.
Oh my God, the cards I got. Wow.
You go first then.
I mean, just jeepers creepers. So I got, thank you, Gerald. I got the Six of Swords. So literally moving away from troubled waters, right? Moving to the safety of the shore, having this sort of thing that they could take that was relatively easy in terms of, you know, a routine pill, right? Instead of like injections or having to go and visit a hospital or something like that. Like they could do it from the convenience of their own home. It made them feel like they actually had, I'm trying to choose my words very carefully. I feel like it made them feel like they had a little more control over what could happen, right? And then I've got the Ace of Swords. So literally, like, oh my God, like a light bulb sort of moment happening for them in terms of this is really this easy, right? That I could just literally swallow that pill and go about the rest of my day. I don't have to do anything to myself. I don't have to, like, you know what I mean? And I don't know why I got that card, but I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I feel like it was a good thing. And then I got the Two of Pentacles on the bottom. So it literally enabled them to have a more healthy, balanced situation because they didn't have the worry, right? I mean, I know that you're both men, and so not sure if you're aware or you're not aware. I don't know, you had sisters, whatever. But I mean, back in the day, like you had to have a calendar, you know, and you got to count all the time. Yep. I mean, it's literally like the calendars that you would see in the jail cell movies, right? Like with the X's and, you know, so if you were trying to get pregnant, you had to like have this whole like system. And so it enabled them to just do something quickly and get on with it is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. And then on the bottom of the deck, I've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is your security of your family, building your legacy, right? It allowed them to be able to control that, which is beautiful. I mean, I think that's what I got. What'd you guys get?
Do you want me to go, Gerald?
Go.
Beauty before age.
Oh, well, you better go first then.
Go ahead, Ben.
So I got strength for the first one. And, you know, I think it gave people back a lot of strength, you know, to almost take back control of their lives. It was like a big power thing, I think, for women, I would say. You know, it was a great thing there. Then I've also got the Wheel of Fortune. So it was a chance for people to just go with the flow more. Like you were saying, Kelly, it seemed like before everybody...
go with the flow.
Oh my God, so bad.
By the way, Kelly, I have 7 sisters. So, you know, yes. Wow. And so, you know, yes, I grew up with this. Yes.
So, yeah, it helped people go with the flow. And then I got the Magician as the last card, which is that I think it gave people control back and allowed them to live their lives, you know, easier, better, as above, so below. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of, you know.
I really think, don't you, Ben, that like it gave people the ability to manage their lives.
Yes. Yeah.
Like
The
when,
tools to manage
how,
them
you know,
better.
when is the right time, save some money, you know, whatever. Like they felt more, like you're saying, like in control. It gave them the ability to manage things.
Yeah.
Right?
And then I got this card, which was really interesting because it's divine feminine birthing fertility.
Wow.
I thought that was amazing to pick that card on based on
Put
Yes.
that there, yes.
Awesome. Well done, Ben. I love that card.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There have been more people joining in to watch. So hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. We did say hi while you were gone.
Oh, did you? Oh, see.
And Gerald, can I just say, 7 sisters.
Yes, 7 sisters.
Wow.
And
Deb
Mom.
Deb H says, isn't that a constellation, the 7 sisters?
Oh, and my sisters, I have to say, my sisters are pretty damn amazing.
Awesome.
So there you go.
Okay.
None of them will ever see that, but there you go.
Sorry. Can I just for a moment? Because I happen to have this right here. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let me dust it off. So this is me and my little sister.
Aww.
I am 8 with the big head, and it's one of very few times that I have short hair, and now I look exactly like Ben's twin.
Yes, you do.
Your poor mother with that big head.
Right? And my sister is 3 in this photograph.
Aww.
And I will have you know that my sister went around the house and cut my head off of all of those photographs. I'm not joking. Like I have it recorded on the channel. I'm not making it up.
Oh, I think I remember. Yeah.
And then, like the year after my mom passed for Christmas, my sister gave me that photograph because it was my mom's. It was the only photograph left with my head actually still attached to my body, and she gave it to me for Christmas. So that's the sister I have.
You've got a lovely sister as well.
I do.
That's nice.
She's really nice.
Okay, so the impact of this
on my body, she's lovely,
is the Page of Pentacles. This going crazy, getting to know one's body, getting to know the pleasure of one's body, and that can create a bit of chaos and unruliness and being really crazy. And then there was the need to slow down and let it all sink in. Because when you get down to it, is the ability to properly decide and to be happy with what you have and to be content in just who you are. And as somebody said earlier, you know, the planning and the time of and when do we want, there's a great sense of power in that, and no lack of thought.
Yeah.
So and
it's having control over your own life. I mean, who would have thunk it?
Yes, and the ability is, am I allowed to say sex is an extremely pleasurable thing? It doesn't necessarily need to be for procreation.
Yeah, 100%.
So sex is a very wonderful thing. It feels great, and it's not just for procreation.
Just like Nike says, just do it. I mean, I didn't say it. Nike said it. So
Mikey said it?
Nike. Like Nike, the running shoe. Just do it.
Oh, just do. I thought, okay, it's not like just do me, which is, I think, a t-shirt I saw Ben wearing.
Totally different. But really,
that's the different live.
Different live. That's it. So Ben, let's chat for a minute.
Yes.
So the last time that you were here, you had biscuits and you were drinking tea.
Yeah.
And we went a little off the rails, and the question burning in the chat was, did you make the biscuits and what did you put in them? And so I guess my question is, have you made any biscuits lately?
Wow. No is the answer. But I did have the other day a glass of wine with some biscuits, and it tasted pretty good. But there was definitely something wrong with those biscuits, wasn't there, Kelly? Because we were like crazy, weren't we, on that live?
I don't know what was going on.
But I loved those biscuits.
You
And I want to get them again.
If there's a sale, tell us about it.
Yeah. I'll send you a
And-
pack over to Canada.
Make sure you buy enough for all of us.
Yes,
I'll send
absolutely.
some to Ohio as well.
All right, so we
Yeah.
have another question here, and this is from Deb H. And Deb H. So we did know about the Hindenburg disaster. So 1937, May the 6th, the Hindenburg disaster occurred. How did this impact the world and the flight industry?
Oh, it was terrible, that was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was explosive.
Jesus.
We're talking about the Hindenburg, Gerald. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Hindenburg as well, because back when I was a kid, because my father was a ham radio operator or an amateur radio operator, and we would go to, I thought as a kid, vacations always were around ham radio events, amateur
Yes.
radio events, but surprise, they're not. All of the family events that we took were related around amateur radio. And I mentioned this because we actually saw a film about the Hindenburg, and it was on a 16 millimeter film projector, and one of the ham radio operators was there, the amateur radio operator was there. An older person, an older man, was a reporter for the Hindenburg disaster.
Wow.
So it was really incredible. So it was like really freaky. I'll stop talking now.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to stop talking. I just want to say hi to everyone who's entered the chat. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. These are my wonderful friends, Gerald from TarotStache and Ben from Beneficial Tarot. Woo, woo, woo. And we are doing a day in history. So if you have, well, I guess we could take one more question after we're finished with this. If you have a question about May the 6th, something that happened in May the 6th in history, we're happy to look at it for you. Thank you for being here, everybody. My
Yes.
kitty cat is meowing if you hear him. That's Quincy at the door there. Checking things out. That's right.
Yeah. Things that you should never say when you're reading tarot.
Right?
Ooh.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I do know. But I'm like, stop it.
Or from the words of Oda Mae Brown from the film Ghost. Gerald, you'll have to watch that if you haven't watched it.
That's a good movie.
Molly, you in danger, girl. That's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah. That's
I
the
think
difference
the best
between
scene
oracle
from-
cards. Oracle cards and tarot cards. Oracle cards say, "Oh, you know all this stuff," and tarot cards are girl, you in danger.
That's
I
like
think the best scene from that movie was in the bank.
oh yeah.
Like the whole bank scene was the best, and then when she came out and he made her donate it,
and she's like
just the best.
well, Tarot from the Pines did that, didn't it, Gerald? That Oracle.
Yes,
Tarot.
with Papa Squirrel, I believe.
That's right.
Bye, Kathleen. Enjoy your nap, love.
Bye, Kathleen.
Good night, Kathleen.
Thanks for joining us.
Night, John boy. Sorry. It's random.
Ben, do you even know what that reference is, Night John
No.
Boy?
No.
It's from
From
a
the
TV
Waltons.
show, The Waltons. And they
Oh.
always ended every episode with, the house, it was getting dark and everybody was going to bed and they'd say goodnight to everybody.
Yeah, and then the last one was always good night, John boy.
Is that an 80s program?
No, it's like 70s.
70s.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to
Before
say.
you were born.
Yeah.
Before your
You know.
parents were born.
yeah.
Well, Was it before you were born?
No.
Let me adjust my glasses.
Right?
April's here. Hi, April.
Hi, April.
Tarot and Witchery.
Hello, April. Thank you for being here, my friend. My new friend.
Okay, I'll go first since we're all
Yeah,
dragging
I
our
got
feet,
new
right?
cards.
The Hindenburg, and by the way, I'm using the zombie tarot
Oh.
because it felt hysterically appropriate in an awful way. Hashtag know your limits, hashtag purchase responsibly. Wheel of Fortune. This was a freak accident, and the impact on it was the Knight of Cups. And it was people got very, very emotional and got very erratic because they didn't understand what had happened. It had not happened before. And what it did is it really ended traveling by Zeppelin. I don't know if that's true. Hashtag, for entertainment purposes, hashtag I am only licensed in my state to drive. Hashtag don't do anything in your life based upon what I say. Hashtag contact a librarian to find out actual answers. Hashtag Wikipedia isn't always correct. Hashtag look at the end notes to make sure that you
Hashtag
get
don't come for Gerald.
Yeah. Hashtag, oh, girl. Come for me. That's fine.
Well, I would never.
Yeah.
I'll come for you, but not in that way. Honey, please.
But I do think it really, it moved things to, okay, we really need to rethink about how things are going. And there has to be, it feels like there was very much a need for looking at safety. And and part of that is planning for the disasters.
Yes.
So
Mine
that's me.
Mine are very similar. The first card I got was the Star. So I always think of the Star as some of hope after a big tragedy, and it feels like this is a really interesting card because there's a lot of debris here, and this is actually.
He's reading the same comment that I am. Poker face. Hashtag poker face. Oh God.
Girl. She's not looking, Ben.
Really?
Wow. Flower power.
Molly, you're danger, girl.
Gerald, you need to wear that more often. I love that hat.
Thank you. This little thing, I just had it. It's just laying around.
I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. All I can think of to do is this. And then tell me, hold on. Do I look like the magician?
Oh my gosh.
Or hold on. I can't believe I'm doing this. See what these guys do to me? They bring out the worst of me. Or hold on.
Cousin It.
It's Cousin It.
Nice.
Okay, let's try this. Go for it.
So guys.
So I can see. I can't. I just can't. Look at my hair now. Hold on.
So yeah, there's always hope after a disaster like this. But as you can see, I think it left a lot of people feeling like, oh gosh, there's that despair, isn't there? But hope at the end of it that things could change for the better. And I got the same as you, Gerald. The Wheel of Fortune. It was a freak accident that happened, but it gave time afterwards for people to reinvent the wheel and think about how, it's the same kind of thing, isn't it? About what happened with the Twin Towers after the aeroplane went into that everybody thinks differently about how to, new things come in, don't they, to change how we do things. And the Hindenburg disaster was to do with, it was the air as well, wasn't it? And the materials.
The helium. It's helium, right?
Which, obviously they've looked into all that and made sure that would never be something again that could be a risk. But interestingly, I got this card as well, which is air, the element of air. So that was really interesting that came up, because it was all about kind of being in the air, that balloon shape as well, you know. So I just thought that was interesting that fell out.
That's super interesting, Ben, that you got that. Notice how everyone said that Gerald looked fabulous, but no one said anything about my cousin impersonation.
You looked fabulous as well.
You looked interesting.
Didn't I, though?
I wanted you to put glasses on the outside of all of that
If I
hair.
had glasses, I would have put them on, friends.
There you go.
So I think that my cards are like a hot mess, and I don't know what I'm picking up. I have to be honest. So the first card that I got makes total sense to me. I got the Five of Wands. So complete confusion and upset and conflict and fighting. Like, you know, how did this? I feel like, how did this happen? The investigation. How do we improve? What do we learn from this? That kind of thing. People angry about what happened. Jesus. And then I got the Queen of Swords in reverse, which is about like pure raw, like emotions, anger. And then these cards here don't make any sense, but I'll show them to you because I got the Knight of Wands. So that's like inspiration, that's creativity, that's you know, sort of going to the like going at your own pace. So the only thing that I can pick up on that is the creativity. So about the design factor, I can see you both. I'm trying really hard to pretend like I can't. But I think that this is trying to like do a new design so that is not going to ever happen again. And then I got the Three of Cups, which is also equally weird, that it's some sort of a celebration, maybe celebrating their achievement, because it was pretty significant that they got that thing to fly. You know what I mean? I got the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck, which is, you know, literally going around the world. So I think that was their dream. And then I pulled a whole bunch of different oracle cards. So I got Surrender to Spirit. So once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine, let spirit work its magic for you. And I sort of feel like that was the people, which makes me want to throw up and cry all at the same time. And then I got Wolf, which is your instinct. And I literally feel like that's what the people were having to do.
Mm-hmm.
And like, honestly, it makes it, I could be sick. And then I got Hedgehog, which is acceptance. So they had to accept that was not going to be the way of the future. And maybe that's why the Knight of Wands showed up, because now they're moving to new designs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. They're improving things.
Yeah. And then I got Thriving. So once they came up with a new idea, a new design, then it was a successful endeavor for them, I feel.
Yeah.
Cool. Interesting. This
is fascinating. I've never done anything like this before.
No.
Well, I told you we do cool things here at Think Spirit. It's Friday.
We so do.
So, here's what I want to know. Gerald, we did this for Ben when he was here last time. Do you have a favorite artist, a favorite singer, a favorite performer that has passed?
Favorite artist or singer that has passed? Author. Yes, I'm trying to figure out which one. And I would say the author Roald Dahl wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Love that story.
And wrote a whole bunch of the stories associated with 007, I believe.
Awesome.
And
Okay.
didn't he write Tales of the Unexpected as well? Gerald.
He was involved with that. Yes,
Yeah.
I believe. So Roald Dahl.
Okay. So when Ben was here, we just happened to ask a question. I don't know. We were talking about Harry Styles somehow, which you're channeling your inner Harry Styles, and it's quite hot, Ben. Just saying with the wig. So we were talking about that, and we read on whether One Direction was going to get back together or not, just as a random thing to do. And so let us ask. Yes, and James and the Giant Peach.
James and the Giant Peach, Danny the Champion of the World.
The Witches.
The Witches, yes.
The Twits. And I mean, now I feel like a twit tonight after. You're putting up with 2 twits, really, aren't you, tonight?
Hashtag twits.
Well, and I was, there's the next show. There's the next show. Kelly and the Twits.
Yeah, Kelly and the Twits. Sounds like a musical group, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Anyway, moving on. Yeah. Oh my God, Ben, that's awesome.
I just need like I need to hold like hold one of these with so we can sing into blah 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 blah. I need a little tiny microphone.
I feel like I want to get like a bubble machine. I don't know why. I feel like bubbles would be appropriate right now.
Or a smoke.
Bubbles, a smoke machine.
I could just light my cigarette with the smoke. I could provide the smoke if someone else could provide the bubbles.
Or a disco ball. There we go with the balls again.
Balls.
Yeah.
Balls, more balls. All right, so I'm thinking we should read on. I mean, I was going to say something about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, but now I think we should read on the Twits.
Yeah.
What would you like to read with them?
What is?
Do you often read with your Twits?
Most often, yes.
Okay.
Most often. It's a little difficult to read without them. Just saying.
Have you ever tried?
No. I feel very attached. Well, I feel like they're very attached to me. They don't like me to go too far away from them.
Everybody like and subscribe so you can see when Kelly tries to read without her Twits.
Hold on. I sort of feel like if I had a...
Girl, you need a fan.
Listen. Yes. We don't have those in Canada. I'm kidding.
I love it. We don't have those in Canada. No. Oh, you're Canadian. That explains a lot. Go ahead.
Doesn't it though? Our snow just melted last weekend. Don't give me a hard time. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we're going to read about what was, how are the Twits feeling? What do the Twits think?
I'm feeling pretty good.
No.
What kind of tea are you drinking?
Yeah, right.
It's coffee.
Oh, I'm having coffee too.
And it's decaf.
Sure it is. Sure it is, Ben. Just like you bought those biscuits last time, right? Sure.
So how are the Twits feeling? Oh,
how do the Twits feel about being like internationally known?
Right.
How do the Twits feel about people? How do
the Twits feel about being in a book and people and knowing about them? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, yeah, like how do they feel being famous? Like, are they okay with it? I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm just saying.
Right. Let's move.
Yes, Allie. There you go. She's like, who are they? I love that. So who are?
It is a book. Yes.
Who are the Twits? That's the question. Who is the Twits? Who are the Twits?
I need a Twit costume.
I can't get.
We are the Twits.
By the way, please know that if we come on your channel, we won't try to break you. until the second episode. But if you end up laughing, we're glad you bring. I mean, thanks, Spirit. It's Friday, right, people?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Let's get back to the point.
Absolutely.
It's the best day of the week.
It is the best day of the week. And that's because you're here.
Oh.
That is why. I have never had this much fun with anybody. Ben, I told you the first time that you were here, I have never laughed that hard on one of my shows. And that is why
Okay.
I peed my pants, boys. That is why I wanted
TMI.
Right. That's why I wanted you both to be here so that we could have some fun together because you are the fun people and I love you for that. So
we love you too, Kevin. And thank you for having us and putting up with us.
Well,
because
of course you're going to say that because you're on my screen.
I actually wouldn't. If I hated this, I would be sitting there going like this.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I have to tell you, in all honesty, Ben means what he says. Because my friend Ben and I talked on Good Friday at 7 o'clock in the morning.
We did.
7 a.m.
Wasn't it about 3 hours? We talked.
Yeah, it was about
Holy mackerel.
Yeah,
wow.
We did.
We covered a lot of ground, friend.
We did. I mean, we everything. Went through it all.
So he is just wonderful, is where I'm going with that. We get on like a house on fire. Gerald, I have tried to get Gerald on my show for so long, and then finally he was here, and we had such a good time. It went totally unexpected, and it was pretty awesome, I thought. Did you not think so, Gerald?
I thought so, and I think Ben is okay.
Well, you know, I mean,
he's fine.
He's okay.
The pleasure of both of your company. So that's the important bit, I think.
I mean, you know, me and Gerald, we go way back.
Yeah, you go way back.
Yeah, to like last year.
Yeah, to like last year. Hi, Aiden. How you feeling, hon?
He felt sorry for me and picked me up out the gutter. So.
Yeah. Aiden was diagnosed with COVID, so everyone send him some love and some best wishes. Hopefully he feels better real soon.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I saw Aiden on Sheila channel this week, and he missed my snarky comment in chat because he's doing the Aiden talks to an expert.
And he hasn't invited you yet.
Well, and yeah, my comment was and where is my invitation, Aiden? I mean, really?
Well,
it's okay. Respect your elders. Well, of course you were. Respect your elders.
Well, no, but here's the thing. I was invited to his birthday party, but I haven't been one of his experts either. But hi, honey. Oh, my husband's here. Isn't he sweet?
Well, Aiden needed to have an adult there.
Right. All right, I'm putting my hair up. Hi, sweetheart. Everybody say hi to my husband.
Oh, hi, sweetheart. Hi, husband.
It's Kelmar.
Hey, Kelmar.
And Sharon said,
her body
my body could use some healing and love too. Well, there you go. Would you like the tiny hands healing?
Feet on her back. Walk on her back with your feet. Yep. I hate feet. Reiki.
Sharon knows what I sent. Sharon knows I was being serious.
Mark.
It's all good.
I need you to come home, honey. Yes, I did fix my hair when Mark arrives. Honey, I did my best imitation of Cousin It. You missed it. He's seen it before. I mean, because in all fairness, you know, we've been married for almost 18 years, and he has seen me wake up in the morning, so he kind of knows what Cousin It actually is here often. More often than I care to admit to be perfectly honest. All right, the twits. Back to the twits.
Right, I've pulled some. So the first card I got is the Six of Pentacles. So I think it was a bit of give and take. There was good and bad about this situation for the twits. I think they were kind of happy that, you know, they'd come to some mainstream success, but at the same time, it probably took something away from them, because I would say the twits were quite a reclusive couple. So maybe it wasn't quite what they expected. I then have the Knight of Wands. So I would say, it was pretty passionate, fiery energy going on here. There was a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
It was very fast moving for them. And ultimately, I don't think they were happy about it. I think it was probably wasn't what they expected out of it.
What is that card, Ben?
The Three of Swords.
Okay.
Interesting.
So it probably led to a bit of grief.
Well, and I'm going to piggyback on that because I got the Five of Voices, which is the Five of Swords. And what happened was they weren't expecting as much of their story to be told as it was. And they had to take some time to figure out what they were going to do about that. And what they decided to do, which was the Four of Materials, they decided to take the money that they got from it to save up so that they could do some things that they wanted to do. So there you go.
I didn't get anything like that at all. Just saying. So maybe I'm talking about after they got over the initial shock of being in a book. I've got the Nine of Cups, so wish fulfillment, right? Because, and I don't think it was like in terms of the famous part. I think it was in terms of what you said, like the financial benefit that would bring them, right, for the rest of their lives. They could, make plans and sock it away and go on trips or whatever, like improve their lifestyle in a way that they never thought possible. And then I got the King of Pentacles, so talking about that same kind of thing again, right? Being comfortable and being secure, and not having to worry about that in the same way that they thought that they would for probably until ever. And then I got the Sun card, so they just felt joy and happiness because it changed their life in a way that was totally unexpected. And then I got the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, so.
Well, that's interesting because I bet you it's like we're picking up on different tweets.
Different.
Yeah.
We most definitely are picking up on different twits, but moving anyway. Oh my God.
Bye, Allie. Concentrate on those
Bye, love
those
you.
Oh, bye, Allie. Love you.
those papers.
Yeah, don't be grading anything and be writing on there that there are twits or anything like that. You should definitely concentrate. You see, this is what happens. What happens when we spend time together. Anyways, sorry, what you were saying, Ben?
So yeah, maybe we're picking up on different tweets, and that you're picking up on the left, and I'm picking up on the right.
Calla Lily just said, "Wait, who are the twits?"
You don't want to know.
You have a. Honey, get out of the chat and come home. Where's my medication? Ben has promised to make me some biscuits and they haven't arrived yet.
Yeah.
And you need your buttons and bobs attended to or something like that?
Buttons and bobs. Buttons and bobs. I know what that means, but I can't remember. What did I spike my drink with? Do I need bring anything? Who are the twins?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Your husband's like, do I need to bring anything home?
No, honey, because I have a show in 15 minutes.
Oh.
I love you.
What's the next show? What's the next show?
I am going to be on Sun Psychic Jean's show. So
Nice.
I'm going to have to lose the twit to get myself in a series.
Good luck with that.
You need to drop those tweets.
Oh, you know what I want to know? Just real quick. Like, don't throw cards unless, of course, you want to. Do you think that that's where tweets came from? Is from the twits?
I'm not.
Oh, I tried so hard with a straight face. Mark says, why is it when Ben is around this stuff happens?
I am so glad that it's Ben and not me.
Oh,
Wow.
dear.
I mean, I have to be honest. I thought Gerald was a bad influence on Ben, like before I had Ben on my show. But now I'm like, oh, there you go. There's what's happening in Gerald's
On
world.
Sunday.
Sunday.
We're back together again. The twits are back together.
The twits. The twits are reuniting. Hashtag reunited.
Oh my gosh. Really? I mean, let's just get it all out, Kelly. Girl, let it out. It's okay. I mean, because I honestly would hate for you to stick your foot in your mouth while you're on there. You know, I totally need to paint the toenails. Wouldn't that be funny?
Oh my God, you so should. No, you know what you could do? You can make one like have fungus.
If you're into that, that's okay. I'm good for you. I'm okay. I'm okay without that.
I'm just going to apologize to Kalmar for leaving his partner in a hot mess.
Mark is like Gerald, and I'm married to her.
Gerald is over it. Yes, I'm. But honestly, I know how to be. I know how to be serious. And you're married to her. Yes, congratulations, and happily married too.
Yes.
I love it. Oh, yes. Do you know what, guys? I've really enjoyed this.
I have too. What's your topic on the channel for your live?
Sorry, what? Who's on first? What are you saying?
Oh, I love it. Sharon's like, way to kill the moment, Kelly. Fungus.
Listen, there was no moment killed here. We are having a moment. We're having a great time.
There were no moments harmed in the filming of this video.
That's right.
You got to do it with the fan, Gerald. There were no moments.
There were no moments harmed. I love it. All right, my friends.
No moments were harmed in the filming of this video. Ooh.
Gross.
It's so hot in here.
Yeah, my husband's literally telling me to go outside, ground myself. Go out to the garage. That's my timeout room. Go out to the garage. Yeah, I'm not gonna say what the other thing that popped in my mind. Don't start the car. Anyway, random. So here's what we're gonna do. So Gerald is gonna show his slip of paper again that shows you where he is. We're getting serious now, friends. Gerald is on Sunday, May the 8th. I believe I've seen a bunch of different times.
Yes, May the 8th at 3 p.m. Eastern. We're doing a Everyday Witch Tarot deck casual. And then I am, you started me. And on Monday, Magic Tool Talk happens with Chris Yao from Barely Balanced Tarot, Zane from Tarot Token Witchery. And we're talking about sigils and the magical uses of sigils. Awesome. I have other things that are coming up, but everybody should like and subscribe.
Absolutely.
So that they can
that way.
Yes.
Find out that way. Awesome. What about you, Ben? You got anything going on, love?
I have just got...
Besides baking biscuits tomorrow?
Yeah. Of course. I've got a date with the postman to bring you biscuits, Kelly, of course. And then Sunday, I have that live with Gerald and Robin, which will be fun. And then I haven't got anything else planned at the moment. So
I think you should host Allie and me on your channel, Ben.
I think I should
host
the four of you on the channel, Allie, Kelly, and...
You know what? Here's the thing. All joking aside, I literally don't have a spare second to be anywhere. So here's what's going on with me. this afternoon, I will be 5 p.m. Eastern with Sun Psychic Jean.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday at 12 noon Eastern Time, I will be on Tarot Living with Manasa with Strawberry Rhubarb Tarot, myself, Adrian from Red Lentil Healing, and Tony from Shining Hawk doing a Mother's Day special. Sunday, 3 p.m. or 2:30 p.m. Eastern, so the same time as Gerald and Ben. Just saying. I will be back on my channel with Sun Psychic Jean doing Mother's Day readings. On Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern, I will be on Circle of Friends Tarot, which is my collaborative channel with Allie from Heart and Soul Connected, and we will have Nancy Jean on the show. And then, of course, I don't know what happens after that, but I'm sure I'll be somewhere. So if anybody wants to, basically just turn on YouTube, and you should be able to find me.
Well, and the thing about that, so on Sunday we're at the same time. That's why there's playback people.
Yes,
That's right.
exactly.
You know, nobody's obligated to do anything except show up, Ben.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So
Okay,
I want to say thank you to you guys for being here. I want to say thank you to everyone in the chat for showing up for Thanks Spirit. It's Friday. You guys are a pleasure. Don't go anywhere. Thank you, you guys, seriously. And for all the people out there that are celebrating their moms, and for all the people that are being celebrated as being a mom to either your fur babies or your godchildren or whatever, thank you for doing what you do every day. Because if my mama was here, I'd certainly be giving her a hug. So,
and I would say, bless the drag mothers too.
Absolutely.
Yes. 100%.
Thank you, you guys, for being here. It was the very best time ever.
Thanks, Kelly.
That's great.
I hope you invite us back, Kelly, for another one.
Oh,
yes.
Friend. See, he feels like he needs to say it when it's still live, so that I can't. Of course.
Just wait for the after show. She's going to edit this part out.
Never.
Good luck when you come home, husband.
I love you guys. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Mwah! Many blessings.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.